Yo, what is up YouTube and the WWW? It's your boy Eli here back for another video, and today I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about the voice. And so, as you guys know from my last video, if you did watch it, I did make it on The Voice. I got my red card. I was actually super stoked. So a little backstory is, my dad actually went on the show, or he auditioned for the show, and he actually made it, but he didn't go on it because he had to pay the bills and stuff. And so this year I decided, since I started majoring in music and getting vocal lessons, you know, I've been getting better at singing and stuff. I decided, you know, why not audition? Why not? Just to see, because I was actually going to use this initially as practice, just to see what it was like for next year. So when I audition next season, it would be better. I didn't expect to make it on the show. I didn't expect to make it on the callback. I'm not on the show. I just got a callback. So what happens is you actually go through a few auditions before you actually make it on the show. My audition was on the 28th, so today. Well, I'm filming this at night because I made it on the show today, but I'm probably gonna post it later. Anyways, so it was at 2 o'clock. They had a 7 o'clock, an 11 o'clock, and a 2 o'clock. And what happens is you wait in a long line. So you get there early. I got there super early. I shouldn't have got there that early, but I'm kind of glad I did, because I got to the front of the line. Like, I was in the front, probably like the first 20 people in line, I was in there. And so I get there and I'm waiting in line. I meet these really cool people. Like, I got their Instagrams right here. I'll shout them out real quick. All right, Emily Henry, EMM.HENN, that's her Instagram. And then this guy right here, Michael Villa, shining underscore Michael with a Y underscore MYKLE underscore. Yeah, I met them in line. I was talking to them the whole time. They're super cool people. Fortunately, they did not make it on the show or for the callback. I was really bummed about that. I'll actually get into that a little bit more, but so we were waiting in line. We were like the first 20 people. We finally get inside after like probably 2 hours of waiting, and so we're inside. Then you need your ID and your ticket, and so we gave it to them. We walk up the stairs after that, and then we go through the bag check. And so we all get our bags checked and stuff, and then we're walking down the hallway. And after the long hallway, and this is in the Los Angeles area, by the way. So it was at the, I can't remember what it's called, but it was in Los Angeles. That's where we auditioned. And actually, Emily flew in from Utah. So that was cool. So we're walking down the hallway, and then we get in this big room. It opens up, and we have to present our ticket with our ID to some more people. And they make sure that this is our first time auditioning and all that stuff, and then they scan it, and then we go be seated. And so there's like probably, I don't even know how many, maybe like 100, no, I don't know, man. There's like 500 chairs, just sitting, like 4 rows of 500 chairs. Sorry, I don't know why it's so hard for me to say, on each side. So 4 rows of 500 on this side, 4 rows of 500 on this side. And it was just like 10, like rows of 10. And so when you go sit down in those chairs, that row of 10 is your whole group. And so what happens is, when they call your group, you have to wait in there for a long time again too. So it's just a long process of waiting. So make sure if you do audition, you're warming up your throat and everything, your vocals, practicing your song, because there's a large waiting room. You can go out and you can practice in it and go to use the restroom and stuff. But that row of 10 is your group. And so when they call you up to go, you'll go out, and then you'll walk down another hallway, up these stairs, and then finally you get to the last part of the waiting. And so you're sitting on these chairs right outside the waiting room. You can hear all the other people singing in the room before that, and you're just there with your group. You give one of the ladies your ticket, she'll come by and get it, and then it's game time. You audition. And so what it is you walk into the room, and when you walk in, you see, most people say it's like a V like this, or like this, it's a V. The first chair is facing away from you. All the chairs are facing away from you, and they come into a V like this. So you walk in the room, the first thing you see is the V, and then there's a guy all the way over here, and he's sitting behind a desk. And we had a really cool guy. I can't remember his name, man, but I can't remember it. But he's a really cool guy. We all we gave the girl our papers, and she shoveled them up, and then he had them now, and then he's picking at random for who would go up, and he says, you know, just don't worry about it, just do your thing, be yourself. And there's like a little white tape in the middle of the V at the front by his desk, and then he says, I'm going to be listening to you guys, but I'm going to be writing down little notes and stuff, so if I don't look at you, don't be alarmed, it's just because I'm writing. And so he goes and starts writing when he starts calling people's names. And then this kid goes up. He's also named Elijah, but I can't remember his actual name. Yeah, but he also made it as well. But what was I saying? So he went up, and then he sang a really good song, and then I noticed that the guy like looked up, like, oh, okay, pretty good. And he looked back down and wrote some stuff, and then put the guy's card down. He was putting everyone's card down, and then 2 more people went, and then it was my turn. He said my name, and I was like, my heart was going crazy. I was like, oh crap. So I stand up, and I drink my water out of my water bottle, and then I go down on the white line. I said, I am gonna be singing, and I just did that exactly. I couldn't remember the name. I was like, I'm gonna be singing, it's by John Legend, Ordinary People. And so I did that, and then he was like, okay, go ahead whenever you're ready. And so I started singing it. Actually, it went well. It wasn't the best I've ever sung that song, but it did go well. And then he said, thank you, please have a seat. And so then everyone else went. Emily did fantastic. Everyone was like, oh. And so he says, oh, you guys all did really well. I know you guys can't really get across how you are as an artist just from this little audition. But with that being said, he said, with that being said, I would like to have the other kid named Elijah stay, and Eli. And before he said that, I was expecting, like, because I didn't think I did that well, I was expecting Emily and the other kid, Elijah, to go, to get moved up. And so he said the other kid's name, and then I was like, oh, and then here comes Emily, and he said Eli, and I was like, what? Like, I looked up, and I was like, what? And he was looking right at me, and he was smiling. I was just like, what? And I look at Emily and Michael, and they're like, oh my gosh, good job. And I was just like, my heart was pounding. I was like, what? I don't even know what to do. I couldn't even think straight. It was surreal. And so once that happened, like, everyone went out and left, and then they all wished me luck and stuff. And I told them, I texted them about it because we all exchanged numbers and stuff. And so that happened, and then I'm still like, I can't believe it happened. And then so we went up to the desk, and then I shook his hand. I was like, good job, man, you did really well. And then so he asked if we had another song to sing, and then we both said yes. The other kid named Elijah, he sang his song, he did really well. I went up and shook his hand and told him it was good. And then it was my turn. I ended up singing The Man Who Can't Be Moved by The Script, and I thought it went pretty well. I did forget some of the lyrics, so I just, on the fly, like I sang, I already sang that, or something like that. And then the guy kind of like chuckled, you know, because the thing about being a musician, being up on stage, is you have to be able to like fix little mistakes like that. So I think he liked that. But after we were done, he said, you know, we had a good image, we were both young. The only thing is, he said the only thing is, no, actually he didn't say anything bad. What am I talking about? He just liked it in general. Yeah, he said the script is a good fit for my voice. He said once we go to the next, he said, sorry, this video is crap. I'm still flabbergasted. He said that he is going to give us both a ticket, and we were just like, oh my gosh. We just looked at each other and we're like, can't believe it. And we were like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And he's like, no, don't worry about it. You guys earned it. And then he said, so he gave us a little bit of advice. He said the next audition, you're going to want to stay true to yourself. Don't try to go so far outside the box. Then he gave us our tickets, we shook his hands, and we were on our way. And then we went to the next room where we signed up for the auditions. And then there was this little kid. He's probably gonna win The Voice, I bet. He's probably like 14, 15. You have to be 15 on the audition, but you can actually be 14 and then turn 15. I think in June or July or something like that. But he was really good, and actually the producer, like I think she's the lady that owns the show. She was there and she was talking to him, like telling him what songs to do. And so I was kind of trying to eavesdrop so I can, prepare some good songs for the next audition. And it's because it's cameras and everything, and they're filming you doing it, and you have to bring a backing track. And so I was listening to them, and then she asked me what song I was gonna do, and then I told her probably Ordinary People, and right away she was like, no, don't do that. We want to hear current songs, and I told her another one. She said, and I said, okay, I'll do some pop songs, and she's like, that's what I want to hear. So if you're auditioning, try to do some like current pop songs. That's what they want to hear, at least this season. So we did that, and then I signed up, and then I went home. So that's basically it. Hopefully I can, make it on the show, or at least make it past the second callbacks. And I'm so grateful for this opportunity. Like, I didn't think it would happen, but it's surreal. So yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. If anything else happens, I'll let you guys know. You'll be the first to know, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.